Chapter 6, Lesson 1, Translations. You will be able to graph translations on the coordinate plane. A translation is a slide. The figure maintains its shape and size. It simply moves to another position on the coordinate plane. So what happens with your normal XY coordinate, you add a horizontal shift and you add a vertical shift. Basically left and right and up and down, where A and B represent the horizontal and vertical change respectively. Complete the following problems. Graph triangle JKL with vertices J, -3, 4, K, 1, 3, and L, -4, 1. Then graph the image of triangle JKL after a translation of 2 units right and 5 units down. Write the coordinates of its vertices. So the first thing is to graph these points. So we have J at -3, 4. We have K at 1, 3. Make sure you put a point and then just label with your letter next to it. And then we have L, -4 and 1. From here, connect your dots, make your triangle. And there we have triangle JKL. Now graph the image of triangle JKL after a translation of 2 units right and 5 units down. So take each point and move 2 units right and 5 units down. Let's start with J. Move 2 right and 5 down. This is the new point J. And we can't label it with just a J because we already have point J. So we're going to draw what looks like an apostrophe and is read prime. So this is J prime. Okay. Now let's do K. Again, we're moving 2 units right and 5 units down. And this point would be K prime. L, 2 units right, 5 units down. And this would be L prime. Draw your triangle. Now, it's exactly the same shape, same size, same angles. It just shifted. So the last step here is to write the coordinates of its vertices. So just look where your new points are and write the coordinates. So J prime is at -1, -1. K prime is at 3, -2. And L prime is at -3, -4. No, I'm sorry, -2, -4. I was looking at the L and not the point. So -2, -4. That's it. Let's do another one. Letter B. Graph triangle ABC. We have these coordinates. Then graph the image after a translation of 4 units left and 3 units up. And then write the coordinates of the vertices. So let's start by plotting these points. 4, -3 is A prime, or A, excuse me. 0, 2 is B. And 5, 1 is C. And you can do this with any shape, not just triangles. Okay, let's draw our triangle. Now we are going to move each coordinate 4 left and 3 up. So we'll start with A. 4 left, 3 up. This is A prime. B, 4 left, and 3 up. This is B prime. And C, 4 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 up. It's okay if your shapes overlap. Draw your triangle. Again, they are the same exact shape. It just slid. And we are going to write our new coordinates. So A prime, we have right at the origin, so 0, 0. B prime, looks like negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So negative 4, 5. And C prime, 2, or 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4. It's very important to make sure you're labeling everything and that you write the coordinates. Triangle XYZ has these vertices. Find the vertices of, so instead of XYZ, it shows triangle X prime, Y prime, Z prime. Okay? After a translation of 2 units left and 1 unit up. So let's graph. There we go. Negative 1, negative 2. And this is X. 6, negative 3. This is Y. And Z is 2, negative 5. Use a ruler. Draw your shape. There's XYZ. That was step 1. Step 2 is to do the translation. 2 left and 1 up. 2 left, 1 up. This is X prime. Y, 2 left, 1 up. This is Y prime. And Z, 2 left, 1 up. This is Z prime. Connect the dots, make your triangle. Okay. This one doesn't say to write the vertices, but I'm going to anyway. It's just good practice, so go ahead and write the vertices, or the coordinates of the vertices, I should say. We have X prime, Y prime, and Z prime. X prime is negative 3, negative 1. Y prime is 4, negative 2. And Z prime is 0, negative 4. Letter D. Quadrilateral ABCD has these 4 vertices. Find the vertices of quadrilateral A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime after a translation of 4 units right and 2 units down. And again, we are going to write the coordinates. So we need to write the coordinates for A prime, B prime, C prime, and D prime. Okay, getting a little ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and plot these points. A is at 0, 0. B is at 2, 0. C is at 3, 4. And D is at 0, 4. Connect the dots. Let's make our quadrilateral. And this shape right here is a trapezoid. We are shifting it 4 units right and 2 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. This is where A prime will be. B prime will be 4 right, 2 down. C prime, 4 right, 2 down. and D prime, 4 right and 2 down. Connect the dots. And there's our new trapezoid. Let's write the coordinates. A prime is 4, -2. B prime is 6, -2. C prime is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, +2. And D prime is 4, +2. Now we need to describe a translation. When given a figure and its translated image, you can determine its translation. In other words, you can determine how it got from A to B. Okay, how did you go from one shape to the other? Give it directions. Did you go left, right, up, down? Okay, and we're going to show this notation in 2 ways. A computer image is being translated to create the illusion of movement. Use translation notation to describe the translation from point A to point B. So we started here at 3, 3, and we ended at 2, 1. So I'm just going to graph 2, 1 on here so I can see where I went. So this is technically point B. So I went down 2, left 1. Again, to get from A to B, down 2, left 1. Let's jot that down. We went down 2 units, left 1 unit. Okay, that's one way to write it. The other way to write it is to use translation notation or transformation notation. Okay, so we had a translation where we took the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate. I'm going to do this down here where I have a little more space. We took the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate. Okay, here's where it gets a little tricky. This represents a transformation occurred, this arrow, so it's very important. Make sure you put that arrow in there. And it went down 2 units, that refers to y, and left 1 unit, which refers to x. Because remember, x is your left and right, y goes up and down. So if we went left 1 unit for x, we are really taking our x value and subtracting 1. If we went down 2 units for y, we are taking our y coordinate and subtracting 2. So when you go down or left, it's minus. When you go up and right, it's plus. And you just take that x coordinate and subtract 1, y coordinate and subtract 2. So for example, I had the coordinate 3, 3. And to find the new one, I would take my x-coordinate and minus 1 and my y-coordinate and minus 2, which would give me 2, 1, which is point B. This point is 2, 1. So this is kind of like your rule. Okay. So in red here, that's how we would write it. Let's do another one. Okay, the baseball below was filmed using stop motion animation, so it appears to be thrown into the air. Use translation notation to describe the translation from point A to point B. I'm only concerned with A to B. I am not concerned with C in this problem. Okay, so we need to figure out how did we get from A to B. Well, we went right 2 and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, that's right 2 units and up 5 units. That's the first way we can show it. So again, right 2, up 5. So now using proper translation notation, we take our xy coordinate show the transformation arrow. Now if I'm going right, that means positive 2 to my x value. Okay. And if I'm going up 5, that means I added 5 to the y value. So it's x plus 2, comma, y plus 5. And let's just check that real quick. Coordinates for A were 1, 2, 3, negative 4, negative 1. So we took negative 4, negative 1, and we took that x value and added 2, and we took that y value and added 5. So negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2, and negative 1 plus 5 is 4. So let's see if point B is negative 2, 4. Negative 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is. So this rule is correct.